From the 1011 Now streaming studio, this is 1011's Morning Pulse.
Good morning, I'm Danielle Shenk with your Morning Pulse for Wednesday, April 10th, 2024. As the legislative session nears its end, lawmakers and the governor are stirring things up. But first, Lincoln police are investigating a hit and run at the intersection of Cotner and Garland, where a 38-year-old man was hit by a pickup around 10 last night. The victim was rushed to a local hospital with life-threatening injuries, but LPD tells us they are stable. Police are still searching for the pickup involved. Anyone with information should call LPD. A special session could be on the horizon for a bill that recently failed in the unicameral. Governor Jim Pillen voiced his commitment on Twitter for the winner-take-all legislation, saying his efforts aim to unify Nebraska and end a 3 decades-old mistake. He also claims he has sufficient support to pass a resolution and would sign it into law the moment it gets to his desk. Lawmakers advanced a new school choice bill to the next round of debate. Elkhorn Senator Luann Lanahan agreed to lower state funding from $25 million to $10 million for 3 years. If passed, it would allow those state funds to be used for private school scholarships. Opponents of the previous school choice law gathered enough signatures to challenge it this November and argue this year's bill takes their power to vote away. Senator Steve Halloran, who was reprimanded for sexually explicit comments involving his colleague, is claiming to be the victim of cancel culture. Halloran's behavior was described as unbecoming and a violation of the legislature's workplace harassment policy. Halloran says, quote, "I find myself at the receiving end of unwarranted criticism, and I am resolute in my commitment to shield our children from harm," end quote. He is term limited, meaning he'll be out by January. Lastly, hopefully you aren't having a bad morning like this mountain goat did on Monday. It got stuck on a bridge near Kansas City, Missouri. No one knows how it ended up there, but after multiple attempts, first responders finally rescued the goat. It was then taken to the Kansas City Pet Project for evaluation. Its owners are optimistic it will fully recover. Rounding out your headlines is a check of the 7-day forecast.
You've been listening to 1011's Morning Pulse. Watch, listen, stream on the 1011 Now app, on YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts.